Alright, you can see we get the bigger part and put it into the machine, and you can see right there I'm touching a knob and I lift it up towards the roof to click it into place, just like so. Alright, next thing we're gonna do is attach the rotor with the shredder. As you can see right now, that's the rotor, and now we got the shredder right here, and just click it into place. You can see there's gonna be little holes, and we just kind of move it to the left to click into place. And now we just put it in there, and then now we lift that knob up again to let it go through, just like that. Up, there we go. And now we're gonna start putting on the cap that goes over, and it goes into some little knobs right here. All right, and now we got the little thing to go over it. Make sure it's locked in place, good, sturdy. That's good. Make sure now tighten up the bolt right there. You see it? And just start screwing it in, making sure it's nice and tight. It will start moving back a little bit, but that's just getting it geared up in place and perfect. And squeeze it real tight, because if you don't do it tight, the thing will start churning in circles, the whole machine. So just that bolt, keep it nice and tight. See, I'm just making sure that thing is nice and tight. All right, and then before you can start the cheese machine, you're gonna have to kind of roll it up all the way up the bowl. And now we're installing the pusher that's going to push it in. And we want to make sure that the gear for the dough is, make sure the machine's off first before you mess with it. And make sure that's facing up. You can see the handle's facing up. And that lets us know that that's going to be in the high gear, so we can shoot the cheese real quick. Now you're going to get a cart and get the cheese containers. Start putting in the blocks of cheese. Press the start button and get going, and then you can see it start shredding. There's a combination of white cheese and of course of the Edam cheese that you will do. And usually the Edam, all these cheese should really be pre-cut before you put it in. You don't want to put the whole pieces in. And that's it. That's all you gotta do for shredding the cheese. Just fill up the bucket. Don't put any pressure on it. To push the cheese down to make room. We don't want that. We want to keep the cheese nice and fluffy. So to reach the top by naturally, leave it that high up, and that's it. Don't have any cheese fall through the cart or on the ground. Cheese is a very expensive commodity for us. We don't want any of that and for that to fall onto the ground. That's a big no-no, okay? So the cheese for us is like gold, so we treat it like gold. So do it nice and clean like it is showing right now, and then when it starts filling up, kind of move it around a little bit, and don't overfill it. That's it.